Will join us, and one of the Ogbonge guests don't join us for studio here, and him now political analyst and social reformer. I name na Bolaon Olojede. Oga Bolaon, you're welcome to Ask the Hot.
Thank you very much. Una do well.
Thank you very much. Oga Bolaon, we don't waste time. We could just go straight into this conversation. This worry where plenty people, some even inside the party, don't express about that Muslim ticket. That's something when we say, if you check out, they really get reason to they worried.
Say, from if people won't talk, people they like all this balancing, equity. Somebody from the north make the other person come from the south, Christian, Muslim. They believe say now that kind of thing they balance things for the country. You go create a sense of say everybody belong to this same country. But you see, from the perspective of the politician, I know they think like that. Politician thinking be say, which calculation go bring more votes to the table? Because he knows say, if he won't serve, he must first win the election. If you don't win the election, no matter waiting there for his head, when you say you want to serve,
no go fit serve.
No go fit serve. So the number one thing where politicians, whether not for Nigeria, not for America, where they their head, now vote. So which calculation will bring that table, that vote come table? Now waiting lead to this Muslim ticket, where would they talk with that?
Okay, but Oga Bolaon, make I ask this question. If before 2015 general election, the presidential candidate now of the APC openly admits, say, to be vice, now something when they call him, say, Oga, given your experience and your capacity, and how we know, say, if you join us, you go add plenty value to us, you feel become vice. But he too reason at that time say, no, it not go work. Before they can't give him the privilege or honor of say, oh, yeah, go bring person come. When he can't bring person come. If he look at that time and the thing no work, what thing don't change in the last 7 years? When he can't be say now, that same person can't look giving all the calculation when he can't decide say that this one go work.
You see, the calculation they did even for 2015. The man will be president. He don't win that entire north like 2 times before that time. So he not saying full ground for where in the now home be this. Even when he no even comes out at all, there was a particular year where the president nobody even come campaign for something, he no even sent. He still won all those states where they for there. Because in a Muslim and a northerner we then trust. And then go vote for their own person. Not be so it's supposed to be, but where our democracy day today, now so it be. 46% of the vote in 2019 came from Northeast and Northwest. Any politician, especially for this kind one where we say party don't reach 3 now, we dey for front. Before now 2, you don't reach 3 now. Competition don't talk more. No way where you won't do your calculation where you go ignore 46% of your voters.
Not possible.
It's not possible. Which kind of politician you be? A plenty number be that.
Make one look at, and then you get one very important thing where you talk say at least for us to at least ensure say everybody gets a sense of belonging. But you also mentioned say this thing, the constitution. Something we know the constitution. Say we suppose they bother ourselves about them. Say we suppose they even they cry out say no why? As if you understand, as if na something way they we've seen that sin will commit, or we've seen and the candidates commit. Are we supposed to be paying attention to whether na Muslim ticket? They look at the integrity of the people where they come forth or where they fight for this position.
You get 2 things where they make leaders succeed. One, na competence. The other, na character. Religion no guarantee any of those 2. Religion no guarantees a person they competent. I no guarantees a person get character. There, you get something where they call the peculiar arrogance of the 2 religions, the 2 major religions. Who tell them say na only Christian and Muslim in this country?
Very important question.
Who tell them? Some of the people where they call themselves Christian and Muslim say for night we know what and they do. Now these are the realities. The time when me at this school, I go school for Ife. I visit that time now, Professor Ibim Semenitari now Ifa worshipper. And at some point, he was a lawmaker in this same country. What would they? So, who they speak for him? Where you know be Christian and Muslim. Who go say one day they're supposed to speak you too, make you be vice or make you be president. Nobody they speak for them. And at the same thing we they see, or even when they discuss ethnicity, the big ethnic group where they for Nigeria, they go to talk like say the 200 other ethnicities say they don't exist. Not saying like say now only the 3 or 4 of them with it. It not be like this. Now what they call the tyranny of the majority be that where the majority will pretend like say all the other small people they don't exist. Our focus no supposed to be religion. Most of the time where our people they talk religion, they are for 2 main things. 1, manipulation. 2, to curry favor. They want drag favor, make it come inside. Then believe say if person will be my religion, they there. You get one kind, go favor. Now the thing we do. If to say now competence and character we define though, no be religion they guarantee. Islamic country, then they do well. Christian country, where they do well, then the one where say they don't even believe in God, where they do well, then they we
even combine the thing like salad.
See where we dey today.
He can't be like say we not even know where we they go. But talking about where we they go, Oga Andy Akpobari, he don't join us now, and he himself go chook mouth inside this particular discussion. So Oga Andy, na person will come from the south of Nigeria. He be like say this problem. Now, now he don't they feel the team pass because we been there when we hear information say Daniel Bwala, person when don't come for TV, defend the APC, argue left and right. He talk say no, in conscience, no carry him. He don't come out. We get some other people when don't come and they talk say, I beg go make the party reason this matter, make you not read this one. Next thing we begin the year say from Delta, from Rivers, different people just the Oga Andy make I ask you. This resignation now, when would they hear of some people? Chief of them when be Oga Tony Prince Win, when even don't contest as governor under the platform of ACN for inside River State. And some other senior men when don't talk say they're not they do again. Some of them cite this reason. Shey you think say now that thing be the reason? Abi another thing they under this one? As South man, what is the reason for this particular matter so?
You dey hear me well, Abi?
Loud and clear, we dey hear you.
Yes, good evening to everybody.
Good evening, we greet you.
First off, may we not be unnecessarily simplistic to say religion nor the determine competence or character. You are going to be too simplistic to say that. The character of a person largely is influenced and is affected by the religion that person belongs to. Researches have been conducted on this. You can do quick Google search now, and you will find that I'm speaking empirically. Researches have been conducted to say that religion affects how people conduct themselves in societies. If you went to a society, now Wazobia, if you go society where people they act in certain ways, you will find that say the religion in those places they affect them. If you go society that largely they don't give to religious things, they also conduct themselves in certain ways. Anybody, therefore, I don't care how highly placed that person is, will tell you say religion or the influence behavior and character in society. That person don't lie to you. Don't lie, major lie to you. And that lie, now why Nigeria did where we did today. So we don't agree. It is not debatable that there are 2 major religions in this country, Christian and Muslim. On that basis, we don't do a lot of things that come from day one. Ask anybody where now won't change the goalpost in the middle of the game. Say, why not today? Now they won't change that. Why not today that they speak about competence, and you are jettisoning, you are throwing away the essence, the pillars, the superstructure Nigeria is sitting on. Competence. Can competence be without peace in the country? Somebody in the studio, with all due respect, they mention an individual and they talk about the tyranny of a majority and all that. What is democracy in the first instance? Is democracy not the tyranny of a majority? Where the majority voice, neither they hear, and the minority, the majority go have their way, and the minority go even hear them. As a matter of fact, in underdeveloped society, they're not even they hear the minority voice, and then they applaud them, say democracy is good. Having said that, the reason a lot of them are even giving today will make them, as bad as that Muslim ticket is, as a matter of fact, I don't know why we see the debater. It is dead on arrival. I can bet any money with anybody that Tinubu has failed already. We're not a discuss Sam. He has failed. If you understand the dynamics of this Nigerian state, nobody go call himself one thing. They sit down, they say, you know what? Why Babangida even not let that election go to Muslim ticket? It's chiefly the reason. If you can still recall very vividly, one of the reasons why Babangida not allowed that go through is because of the and Babangida na Muslim. So anybody who is just sitting and saying is competence and character. What is competence and character? Go check Google now if you never do research. I'm a PhD student and they tell you now, say it has been researched empirically that religion, they affect the character of people, the behavior of people in society. Okay, so Oga Andy, this is your opinion. Now from your mind, now you talk about, and the beauty about this conversation, I say, person go talk waiting there in mind. And they shall say, people go their house, go talk, say, no, they don't agree with what you don't talk, but you don't talk your mind. But make I state I'm here. If we even they talk about religion and how the thing they affect people character, our Ogbonge visitor will sit down with us, don't talk, say, for the politician, now to win the election first. And if you check out for the example when he give, he talk about person when we say, as in the contest since 2003, he don't know where his strength dey. If you check the people when he even carry the join in body, now people when come from the south of Nigeria, but the results not still the favor one until they can carry person when we say, okay, oh, now person when, if we even look religion, now person when we respect. But if we ask ourselves, since 2015, go reach now, as the person when they there come from the south, the person na Christian, now even person when we say in their position of authority, when we look how Christianity take they arranged, the country is there for where we even they talk say, if not be competence and character, when the person go show, we not go see result. You don't see things say that religion not supposed to follow at all. So I don't listen to all these conversations since. And to be factual, now air with it is not certain. First off, if you say person who did there, now Christian, and the person who did there now Muslim, and they not perform, and on that altar, now you can't say you can't want Muslim. What is therefore the guarantee in that also that they will perform? We are not do probability. What is the guarantee that it is individualistic now? Now the individuals who they did, the inept individuals, now I elect completely inept individuals. Now, okay, individual, not individual. Individual. I want to take that back. Completely inept individual, now I elect in the center. You don't they perform abysmally, cataclysmic performance. Performance where we say it dey poor, lower than low. And not be to a large extent, Muslim ticket now go come correct that. They make us look, say, because we don't try Muslim, Christian, Muslim, we couldn't find competence there. If we try Muslim, we'll not find competence there. Which population is larger?
But Oga,
if you are doing sampling, which population is larger? So we will find character and competence.
Oga, make I quickly ask you one question. If you look at the history of Nigeria,
they hear me so.
Would they hear you? Would they hear you?
Hello?
Would they hear you, Oga?
They hear me?
Yes.
Would they hear me, right?
Would they hear you?
Okay. Which population is larger? Is it the population of Christian Muslim to find character and competence, or the population of Muslim? And let me tell you this thing. If one person they tell you say strategy to win, now only when he gets somebody will be Muslim, it speaks to a lot of things. We will not listen. It speaks to a lot of things. Your strategy, the only strategy when you want to win, the only strategy now say the person must be Muslim from that place. That's the only strategy available.
Well,
They listen.
Oga Andy, quick one. Make I jump into this your talk. Oga Andy, did you hear me? Make I jump into this your talk because if you look at the presidential candidate never come and talk say now Muslim ticket go give them the desired result. Make we look the history of Nigeria right from inception. From when from the era of 1960, the combination of Muslim Christian, down to this period, we've always had that phases where Muslim Christian they always come together, and for all these years. We never fit define the direction where the country they go. We never fit define our economy. We never fit define our power sector. We never fit define education. We never fit define a lot of things. We still there way fall back. We don't fall back for all these sectors. Somebody can introduce say competence. And because we say, based on this, say the same individual say, and no, they no give us a particular desired result. If we can say it's not the other way around, say maybe we'll get a Muslim Christian, you go also feel place us on that same platform where we don't lack in the past. No, the definition is competence. Should you notice say competence is very, very important here.
Oga Andy, we hope say you go fit connect with us back. Make we continue our conversation. Oga Gbola, make we come back. You don't hear what Oga Andy talk.
I hear.
And Oga Andy don't talk say if you look the matter well, because of some of the valid reasons when people get, especially if you look the north of Nigeria, Christians when they there, when the reason say somehow the thing they touch them. I know say you don't mention say not be only Christianity and Islam be the religion we will get, but now them be the majority.
No doubt about that. Now them be the majority. You see. He spoke about how religion is what determines people's character. So I ask, what about people who don't have religions?
Okay, that one too, they valid.
Was Mandela a bad man? He didn't even believe in the existence of God. So was he a bad person? Angela Merkel, what was his religion? What was our religion? What is the religion of the chunk of China? Why is China prospering? Why? See, I think this, you know, distraction in itself could be a strategy, though I don't think it's a strategy in this particular instance. What we are discussing, what we are focusing on, is not what we're supposed to be focusing on. What is important to this country? You listed you brought a laundry list. Electricity, I want to hear what candidate has to talk about electricity. I want to know what is their solution to fuel subsidy. I want to know how they want to approach education. I want to hear how they want to approach healthcare. I don't care about how they worship. It is not important to me. It doesn't form my own character. And I don't know. So which which of the religions are we now going to say this one no good? You ask a very fundamental question. The current government where we did, we had that same combination.
We even get pastor, senior pastor.
So how has he solved Nigeria's problem? The one before it was the same combination. A Christian president, a Muslim vice president. Still over 10,000 people were killed on the plateau. And there was crisis everywhere. There was all this issue of Boko Haram. There was kidnapping. There was everything that could be. When it was Christian, Muslim. When it became Muslim, Christian, has the matter left the floor? The matter has not left the floor. It is a glaring evidence that what we are focusing on is not where the problem is. It's not.
If you say Oga don't come back, Oga they there?
Yes, I just jump in.
Okay, you get my question. You get my question. Why I asked that time?
No, I don't get that. But I just jump in and just say something about the thing when you just talk.
No, but make I add up this question so that you go join everything together.
He has got it. He has got it mixed up. Religion. Make it check the definition of religion. Those countries have gods, have a way of worshiping.
They don't. Some don't worship. So Mandela was an atheist. He didn't even believe God lived or existed. Mandela didn't believe God existed.
But Oga Andy, wait.
Even to be atheistic is a religion. Even to be atheistic is a religion. That's what you must understand. To be atheistic is a religion.
Okay, Ogandi, quick one. Follow up on the question where I asked, say, okay, since 1960, we don't get this combination of Christian-Muslim, Muslim-Christian over time. And yet, we get sectors for this country who say we never even develop them at all. Talk about the economy, talk about electricity, that's the power sector, talk about education, talk about road. All these problems, they recycle over and they suffer from them. Shall notice that the value of competence coming into the picture, if it changes the narrative without even looking whether now Muslim. And what if maybe we go back to the same path of combining and we still the recycle over that same old thing?
They get the conversation wrong by thinking say competence is not possible from Christian religion as well as from Muslim religion. You people are getting this conversation unnecessarily skewed. Competence. You know, if you get competence from Christian religion.
Okay, so Ogandi, wait.
From Muslim religion.
Ogandi, what do you talk? They say
Muslim don't date there, don't fail. Christian don't date there, don't fail. Means therefore that the people when you get there from those religions, we are not the competent hands from those religions. Are you not? Is it not possible to get competent hands from those religions? And the point that they make, one another understand things. Competent hands are possible. In any case, you don't ask questions, say, all those sectors where we get. Do you know that the Constitution says, just follow this conversation. Constitution says, may you pick one person from each state to make minister. Are you aware?
yes.
Why una never ask una self say, hey, now competence we dey talk about. We can pick 20 from Oyo State. We can pick 40 from River State. Why never talk that thing? I want to ask you.
But Ogandi,
the Constitution back up that one now, but the Constitution no back up this other one.
Ogandi, you don't talk am here say the Constitution dey very clear on the number of people where you go pick from each state when we talk about representation. But this one dey very clear, say the presidential candidate of a political party get the prerogative to choose who he wants.
You don't answer me well. I like your answer. You say the Constitution not talk am. So because the Constitution talk am now, all of una dey the studio now, una agree say even if you sacrifice competence, you pick an idiot, quote and unquote, forgive me, from a certain state because he's from that place, una not mind. But una mind also when waiting, even though Constitution not talk, where they make this country still they woven together.
No, but Ogandi,
even if the Constitution not talk am.
Ogandi, the fact say Constitution talk say may you pick one person from each state, may the person be minister. No come mean say you go pick person wey not go fit do the work. Oh. But what we dey talk here now say, see, if we dey prioritize our issues, we get 36 states for inside this country. We get some states where we say, if the governor na Catholic, the deputy governor must be Anglican. We don't see such situations. It don't cause problem for some kind states. If we even they get that one inside religion, you don't think say we don't reach the point where we say, if the presidential candidate of a party say he's spoiled for options, he don't look all the people, but he can't look say, okay, oh, for the things when he itemize, if now say this person go support me to do my work well, don't forget say the presidential candidate when don't cause this problem now in quote where everybody they talk in wife na pastor. If the person can decide say okay now this person I believe say working with me, two of us go fit address these problems when Nigerians they face. You don't think say we supposed to tell the person say feel free, do whatever you want to do since that is your choice.
I can tell you now, say the very fact say Bola Tinubu camp. They don't really get good people. The very fact that their camp say the only person where they need now where go fit deliver all the years where Bola Tinubu don't inside politics, only experience, won't give her to that. That the only person where go help and deliver this thing that Muslim from that place now. The fact that they drive this narrative should tell you that Bola Tinubu is not going to be a good president. That you have lived for this long, you have been in politics, you don't fight underground fight, you don't interact with people from both different faiths. You say, don't put them say your wife now ask off, your wife now, and you can't tell us you are just obstinate. They stand on now. say now only one Muslim will go support you, not go fit make you deliver, speaks volume.
Ogandi, make we come. Yeah, you don't make that point. Make we come back to the studio. Ogagbola, won't enter from that angle where we say you carry come. Ogagbola.
You know, the thing where they surprise me be people will never contest to be captain of a class. They lecture Tinubu about how politics be for this country. The man held Lagos State in his palm for 22 years. And you there, you never win local government before. You lecture the man about how political strategy is supposed to be. Oh, they get respect small now. See, make I break this thing down. We go work out from zone to zone.
Okay.
See, as the thinking, where they behind what the guy do. In my own opinion, though, this is my opinion. People start from Southeast. In the Southeast, let Tinubu pick the Pope as the vice president. He will not win Southeast.
If we go by the voting pattern.
Exactly.
Yes.
If we leave Southeast, let's come to the South-South. South-South is an enclave of PDP. If he like, let him pick the camp president as the vice president. He will not win South-South.
Given the voting pattern.
Given the voting pattern. Maybe he might get 25% in a do or something. That's fine. When you come to the Southwest, Southwest people know they deal in religious matter. Half of their family are Muslim and Christian. They are used to all this.
They mixed well.
So in fact, in a whole lot of houses, you have father and mother of different religions.
Yes.
They don't care.
Yes, it happens.
So that will not move a shift, any significant amount from Tinubu's vote in the Southwest. It will still, his choice will not change the voting pattern in the Southwest. So the man has to think about 46% that is sitting up there.
Given the election pattern.
Given the pattern over the years. In 2015, Northeast, Northwest delivered 43%. In 2019, it was 46%. It has been projected that the Northern Nigeria will deliver 63% of the 2023 election. So this is the way the mind of the politician works. It is about votes, not emotions. So a guy will walk around that. I'm not saying he doesn't have a lot of work to do as far as appealing to people. Even meeting, sitting down with Khan and, you know, reassuring here and there, visiting. Those things have to be done. The healing. Come to think of it. PDP, we don't have religious matter. In picking VP, did it result in a problem?
It caused serious problem.
Serious problem. They never clean now for Gram, say, as they talk. The same thing happened.
And two of them are from South-South too.
Not from South-South too. So the choice of a VP will always bring certain problems because there will be many people that are qualified, out of which you have to pick one. When you pick that one, you go get one or two people with. In fact, some people were postulating that Babachel Lawal, being very close to the man, might also have been in the race to being picked as a VP. So when you pick someone else, it goes.
Even Babachel Lawal even don't put out statements when he talks in a disastrous error.
You know. So, and if the guy has to do his calculation, then he has to go ahead and do his healing if he's interested in winning this election. To win this election, because it is very competitive, you must at least be sure of good performance in 3 zones. If you can't be sure of that, you cannot win 2023. So these are some of the calculations on the table.
Ogandi don't they raise hand there since.
Yes, permit me.
Okay, Ogandi, will they hear you?
Permit me. See, wetin Bola on just talk for that studio. If una dey listen, una go know say Bola on not believe say people won't vote. People like Am and Tinubu, they believe in a structure won't deliver. So listen to Ramo. In the compare yesterday when they never signed this new Electoral Act, when they use Wuru to the win election yesterday, say they deliver Southeast, they deliver certain numbers. In they use that platform to make prediction into what thing go happen. See what thing they talk. And people like Bola, without due apologies to him, now then they advise people like Tinubu, you know, he throws shades on me now, and I go answer that first. But before I answer that, may I first answer this one. Now they advise people like Tinubu on this area. He say if he goes Southeast, he will never win. As if to say that the Southeast people are zombies, that they're not going to listen to superior proposition from candidates, that the structure in the Southeast, he can't even call my zone South-South. He said all of us are PDP. Insulting me too. say all of us for the South, all of us for the PDP. Are you kidding me? And the Akpobari, no go fit listen to people, make it decide, say, based on what Bola Tinubu talk, based on what Atiku talk, now I go vote for. You don't already sit down for your own mathematical room. You don't sit down there. Don't they tell us, say, sorry, the Bola Tinubu power and Buhari power don't go. But the restaurant now. You don't sit down there. They tell us, say, as the thing be so, as the thing be like this, so, this is the zone, this is what they will give, this is what they will give. You know why they take that postulation? Because in Likes and Bola Tinubu believe in the old structure. They believe, say,
no, but Ogandi, wait, oh.
They deliver candidates, not individuals.
Ogandi, wait, oh. Everything when Ogagbola don't talk, now something will be say we feel verify. Because he don't talk, say, if we check how the voting pattern take happen in 2015 and 2019, now the results be this. And everybody go to look that one to check what will happen for 2023.
Bola is living in old times, with due respect to him. He's living in old times where strong men like Adedibu in Ibadan will determine what all our Ibadan votes will be. Strong men like Olushola Saraki in Kwara State will determine what they happen. Strong men like Bola Tinubu in Lagos State will determine what he's living in old times. I'm introducing him to what is reality today. He cannot be insulting us by saying that whether you bring Pope, that statement is condescending. To say that the people who are there, they don't have brains to think and to listen to.
Don't they try to talk with that.
That wasn't the point. That wasn't the point.
Ogandi, like I talk, Ogagbola tell us say if we and you go see every time when he talk, I go talk say based on the voting pattern
previous
when
records.
happen, and whether you like him or not, any politician when won't win election. If you look, say, the last general election when they do, one particular geopolitical zone give 46%.
Yes.
And projection, don't they say, that zone go give more than 60%. The person go begin the thing, go there. But I get your point about the new Electoral Act and, you know, some of the things will happen. But make we not put too much eye for this particular matter. So, because whether you like them or not, they don't submit the name, give INEC. If we calculate July 15th, by that time, when that time reach, you know go fit come out anybody name. When you talk, say this person are the vice presidential candidate. Make we discuss the things when they're very, very important to us. Because as he don't pick person, when be Muslim Northerner, as in running mate, options there, make we not deceive ourselves. Because like we talked for the beginning, 17 presidential candidates that we get for this country. But you not think, say, even if he don't pick person, Atiku don't pick person, Peter Obi don't pick person, other people don't pick people, then go still go round like Ogagbola don't talk. Say, okay, oh, this is not the healing now. Make we settle, make we discuss, make we look, say, okay, this person that don't choose, oh, the problems they face, we go solve up. Before we come back to your Gandhi, make we discuss with Ogagbola, because whether you like him or not, the presidential candidate don't make a choice.
Correct.
Whether people happy or people not happy, then go find settlement. Then still they try see how they go take call Governor Wike, make him come, make him discuss, say, okay, oh, we know, say, and we know say that one, not be Christian cause that problem. Not be Muslim Christian. Now say, person when they consider as popular candidate, giving what Oga Samuel Otom talk, the person come out, they say out of 17 people, 14 say now this person. But the person when be the presidential candidate, when go work with, look, say, now this person, I go work best with me. We'll leave this conversation about whether I'm Muslim or Christian, and look the things when they're very, very important. You think, say, looking at the things when they're very, very important, this Muslim, go they distract Nigerians, or it go be first when we say we go past because we still get plenty months ahead of the general elections.
You know, it get one time for this country where they say snake swallow money. You know, for more than 1 month we were discussing snake.
Now the only thing people use and do skits.
Yes, all sort of things. That is the power of distraction. In the primaries, there was a time that they introduced GJ. Say GJ won't contest for election. For like 1 week, 2 weeks, that was the art of it. Those are distractions. And what they do is they take your focus away from the important things. So we must begin to rein ourselves back home so that we can take on these candidates. and make them this. I was watching a particular candidate on a TV station some days ago. All the critical matters of state that were brought before him, he couldn't answer any. Or he deliberately avoid to answer them.
Maybe make them no go copying idea.
If you want serve, you not go fear about people copy now. You say, oh, okay, if not that guy win, make him implement this thing now because it's not a good thing. Don't be so.
Not true, not true.
So now what I want to call the attention of our people to be that, say, come September, I know say some campaign not they go on, but come September, when INEC timetable go kick in, say campaign don't start. Make we not lose focus. Make our focus not be the thing where no matter ethnicity, religion, partisan politics. No, take the candidate up on their merit. Ask them, challenge their understanding of the critical matters of state. Make them talk. All these things, we know them, plenty of them. Security, economy, inflation, all sort of things. Now the main issue. If we lose sight of that, when they do all these other things, we go miss them again.
Andy.
We go miss
okay, Andy, moving forward there.
No, you don't raise the hand first.
You
Let
don't
me
raise
first
hand
come first.
Oh.
I don't raise.
Oh yeah, now they hear
No
you.
problem.
Talk to us.
As lawyers, would they talk something about, say, there are some cases where we say come court, we not the judge is not a year the case. And they throw them out immediately. You know why?
Why?
Before the case, as it come, he'd already need certain things. Go call the oldest son, make it come push that case. As they enter court, judge don't track that case immediately because you don't meet the minimum standard and requirement. Una taking a distraction with this. That we even think this is distraction self speaks to certain issues. And they tell una say this not be distraction. This now, what is supposed as judges, when they say, now we get the country, now we decide the fate of the country. You know what I'm saying? They decide the fate of the country. We should already trash out Bola Tinubu's candidacy. Trash him. Let me talk him. Andy Akpobari.
Per constitution.
We should trash it.
No, Oga Andy.
Constitution say that.
Oga Andy.
Because of the fact that it challenges the very essence of our survival. If there's anything that plagues this country the most, you know, say the country is already at the precipice.
Okay, Oga Andy, quick one, moving forward, and because we know to get time again. Moving forward, make we look beyond this thing. What will be the position of these people? Because I don't know. What will be the position of APC for the state going by this? If not get any position or decision we don't take, unto say, okay, where else are we heading to? Or what will be the next phase we'll go face? Talk to us about it.
You see, somebody said one joke today. Say every party where the current president go, after he run election, the party went defunct. The party died. He started mentioning all the parties from ANPP to CPC, you know. So the party they die as soon as they do it. I won't tell you that say that person we don't joke. That this decision will be say President Muhammad Buhari, and we must give it to Buhari. As Buhari they say, every time when they need vice, as powerful, quote and unquote, political as Buhari do, every time when they need vice, in they go pick them for Christians also. Go check all of them. Chuba Okadi. Go check all of them. Bonaya Onu. Go check all of them. In they go pick them. Buhari don't he gets certain vote for Nkiti already in the north. You say Buhari wise, very wise man. And they tell you that say this not be distraction. The party is already has already dug his grave. You see, I won't challenge anybody. All of Niger in the studio. I want people to take this into record day. Play them after the elections are over. Muslim ticket is as dead as dodo. Let me speak like my friend. You know, Michael Zekome. It's as dead as dodo. Completely dead as dodo.
Oga Andy, this is where you don't talk now. We don't mark up. July 13th. May God keep all of us alive.
Amen.
Until the general elections. Make we see for ourselves. For some people, now strategy. For some other people, now very, very big mistake. We don't reach where we go carry our load, come up for inside studio. People go shock. Say, wait, just now. Yes, 1 hour don't nearly reach. But Ogagbola, we go still continue with conversations like this, focusing on things where Nigerians need to hear. Because I believe, say, if every Nigerian will want to solve problem of power, he no go start with in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit. Because if you start with that one self, if you no come fit generate, you no fit transmit, you no fit distribute, now still serious problem, that the thing go cause. Your final words on this particular issue, so.
My final word be say, we dey fight on wetin no, we no need fight on. The voter get power and na in voting card, PVC. You know, like wetin the APC guy don't do. No vote for him now. It's very simple. The people we no mind wetin he do or we see it from another perspective, then go vote for him. So make we no bother overflog that matter. Make we focus on those important matter where we talk and use our voting card to do what we need to do about the church.
Very true. I don't know whether Oga Andy still there. Maybe we give Oga Andy the opportunity. Hey, Oga Andy, you two get 30 seconds to give us your final word.
Final.
And take concern this matter so.
My final word na say competence is not found in a smaller population. Competence is found in a bigger population. If you say na competence you dey look for, and you dey look only into the Muslim population, meanwhile there is Muslim and Christian population that is bigger. Where you get the assurance to get competence from the most, if you are doing probability. So Nigerians listening to me right now, make una understand, say, somebody don't call on a bluff. Saying can only find competence in Muslim. Use your vote to tell us, say, now we, and we there.
Thank you very much,
Oga Andy Akpobari. Thank you very much. Say, you took mouth for this particular matter, so this one really hot. Now, why the name of the show be As It Dey Hot? All the people went there for house, our telephone lines, we hear say the thing they shake, it nearly fall. But because we want to make our own give it to them, break the thing down where we say make we not pick the call. But we go still get this kind of conversation. Remember, one thing we talk here and I say, when we prioritize the important things, now there we put eye on top. Ogagbola, you deserve this handshake. Oh, your hand cold.
Thank you
your
very,
hand
very
cold.
much.
Where? Our people went there for us until we come back again. No, say Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 7 o'clock, go reach 8 o'clock. Now we they come out of us in the hot. Make una stay safe. God bless our great country, Nigeria.
Bye bye.